Yeah, gentlemen, are you well?
Very well. How are you doing?
Good. I'm wearing my Raw Pet Medics t-shirt, which
Oh, very good.
are available on what's it called?
T-Mill.
T-Mill.
Oh,
Very nice.
Teemill. I think that was one of yours, Brady, wasn't it?
I think it was. Yeah, I stole that from somebody else's meme, but
Very witty.
let's say it's mine for the moment. Yeah, it is very witty.
you've never done that before, have you, Connor?
Not at all. No. What do they say? They say amateurs borrow, professionals steal. Isn't that what Bob Dylan said?
Is that right?
Experts, yeah. Amateurs borrow and experts steal. Yeah.
Or the other one is plagiarism is copying from one source. Academia is copying from 10.
Yeah, I can relate to that. That's how most of the articles. Maybe people aren't familiar.
That's what you do when you reference anything.
That is a reference. Yeah.
It's just that's what your whole introduction is. I mean, your discussion is your own stuff, but the introduction is what other research is out there. That's why people don't know what bit of the study to read when they crack into a study and they go to Google Scholar. If they're not quite sure, they want to know benefits of chamomile for gut issues, and you go to Google Scholar and you type those in, and people don't know where to look. They read the abstract and they trust what they're reading in the abstract, but often authors can write the abstract and it sounds ferocious. As somebody said, they should put up a picture of a lion and said, this is the abstract, and it's a lion going rawr, and then this is the study and it was a kitten going meow. So the findings that they portray in the abstract can be a bit more dramatic, but the introduction is interesting because it gives you all the research on it. So if it's a topic you really love, the introduction really sets out, this is what other people have found, and this is why we're doing it. So there's some crucial studies in there that can set you off, and then their study adds to it. But so the introduction is all borrowing. Everything I write is. I shouldn't say that, but no, I'll stop there.
So what have you been up to? How was your week? How was your week, guys? Just by the way, thank you to our Patreon people. You can help with our crusade to change the world by going to Patreon and going to the Raw Pet Medics and just buying us a coffee once a month. If 100 people did that would really make a big difference to us. So thank you, guys. That'd be great. And thank you all our podcast guys for following us on any podcast outlet you can possibly think of.
Wonderful. I'd just like to thank for all of the feedback from last week. It was apparently great that Connor was mostly cut off the bottom of their screens, and that the words went over the middle of Nick's face. So
did they? Strange. Yours was the only face. You're the tech man, and yours is the only face. Bren's trying to get his. I was trying to get his social media credits up, I think, and it's just the Bren face.
I was trying to look like Batman, actually.
So we're going to go this format this week, and
yeah, cool. I had an email from Josie Bug there, the vet that we had on a few weeks ago. Very popular with everybody. Yeah. Everyone likes Josie, and she shared a great site with me that she herself and her friends have put together. And remember, she was the Librella, a chat, and this. It hasn't come up yet. It's going to come up now in about half an hour on my site. But it's all about Librella. And so it's people that use Librella. So it's ideas for how you can check if there's any side effects, how you report them, what to look out for, and all the different places around the world that you can report them. Like the same stuff we repeat every week, but she's got them all on one website. But then also the therapies that you would use to overcome the issues that can come from it. And it's all there. It's all free. There's nothing being pushed to you. You have to sign up for anything. It's just 5 or 6 neat pages. So I will pass on that link as soon as I dig it up. But I thought that was great. So everything Josie knows on a website, free for people to use, because there's out
of interest, does it also give you an opportunity if you've got a positive experience with the product?
That would be fair.
Very fair.
That would be fair. I was just, because we see a lot, it's generally nature.
Yeah.
If we're upset by something to shout about it, but it's not generally our nature if something's going well to necessarily. Well, different cultures have different opinions on that, but it's not necessarily our culture to go, actually, do you know what? I thought that was really great. Because truly, when you're doing write-ups, so we're just talking about the science and doing papers, you've got to look at the whole round. And of course, everything has a risk, and we're going to be talking about safer food tonight, and we're going to be talking about risk, and we need to have that in balance. And I think that's a good opportunity to bring that in to the conversation. That, you know, anybody got any bad stuff to say, absolutely say it, but actually to balance that, if you've also got a positive experience, you should also be shouting about it.
Sorry, Connor, after you.
I was just going to say, don't they say negative news travels faster, doesn't it? So if you make a client happier, they'll tell 2. If you make a customer cross, they'll tell 6. So it's in your interest to pay them off and treat them well. So yeah, that's definitely what you're saying is spot on. Pet Advocare, PetAdvoCare.com. Pet Advocare is the website. So
of course, you'd really like it if they went through the link that you've put up on your page, so that.
I don't even know where that post is. Yeah, 15% from any traffic. You just know it's coming from someone like Josie. It's right down the middle. But anyway, look, that's it. That's what were you going to say, Nick?
I was just going to say it. I said it last week, but I think they've just missed an opportunity with this document. This is the document for those who haven't seen it. It is called. Can you see that? Is that the right way around?
In reverse.
No, I'm in reverse.
It's the BVA position
Sally
statement.
Tobin is going to kill me. There we go.
Whoa.
It's called BVA position. BVA policy. You can see all my scrolls. Yeah, and you're welcome to have a look at those. Oh, Brady. BVA policy position on diet choices for cats and dogs. And I've just put a little comment at the top there. Which is kind of interesting.
Not written by Mars.
Not written by Mars. But
this was definitely written by BVA. Yeah. Nothing to do with the financial relationship BVA have with Mars. We're not saying that. We're assuming BVA wrote all these words, and it's nothing to do with Mars Inc., the candy company that cash sponsors them.
And I've had a reply
really
from
nutritious
the BVA
chocolate bars.
Saying that even though that they do have a partnership with Mars, that they are declaring that. Let me get it, because I'd like to read it. I'm not going to say who it's from or anything like that. No names, no pack drill.
You got an email.
I've got the email. I put it up for you guys. Let me just grab it and just see the little phrase that they used.
Yay, Ethan. Well done.
So it says, as somebody confirmed, Mars has no involvement or influences on this piece of work. BVA does work on a small number of projects with corporate partners. However, these relationships are completely separate from our policy development process, which is evidence-led and backed by robust governance. Well, I think that Mars are not going to be giving money to the BVA and expecting nothing in return. And I just think it's the nature. I mean, and there may be no active and known influence, but I just think having them in the background somewhere, giving probably a substantial wodge, that's going to possibly, and the evidence bears that out. As I said, Marion Nessel has written a book. Can't remember what it's called, but if you look back at that last week, it does. You're 8 times more likely to come out in favor of your sponsor than if you're not sponsored. Then if you're an alert, and I'm just reading the word allergy there. If you are an independent researcher, okay, yeah. So if you are sponsored by Mars and they put out a product, you're 8 times more likely to come out in favor of a Mars product than if you are not sponsored by Mars and you find in favor of a Mars product, for example. Okay, that's just it. They've looked at this. Okay, so that's the way the world works, whether we like it or not. I'm not saying that there is active collusion. I'm just saying that we're human, and people in all walks of life can be influenced in ways that they may not even be aware of. Look it up. It's a well-researched area. Anyway, gents.
Okay, so we've just got to do a little refresh. For some reason, the screen on Facebook is frozen. This is not unusual. But hopefully you guys on YouTube, just put a thumbs up or a little comment if you can see us going still. It's going on in front of us. But we're just going to have a little look at why that might be. So,
and my little rant.
And your little rant. No, they could hear you.
They can hear me. They can hear me. Okay. Well,
so.
I'm going to say welcome to Ethan, who finally caught us live. And Michelle says, hello from Oregon. Oh, I'd love to get out to Oregon. It's wild.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It sounds green.
Yeah. Fabulous. But so, Michelle, say, have a look at the view for all of us.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I think we need to quickly stop and start again.
We're frozen on yes. YouTube.
Yeah, we are. We're frozen there too. So we're going to do because we don't want to be stuck in that, you peering over the BVA statement. I think it was all down to Connor flicking his screen left and right 10 times a second.
Sorry.
Okay, guys, bear with it.
Bear with us 1 second. We're going to reappear right in front of you. 1 sec.
Okay, bear with it.